Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemo, the Dad in DPS, and we are back with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Scrip, a series where I spend 2,000 Scrip in the hopes to gain immortality online. Yeah, not worked so far. Anyway, before we get into that, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe before we see what horribleness Murg gives us this week. Alrighty. As you can see, I do have more than 2,000 Scrip. However, I need that for other things. Yes, secret other things. Anyway, let's see what we get. Number 1, Juggernauts auto grenade launcher, replenish action points with each kill, VATS action point cost. Now this one isn't actually that bad. I tend to use this weapon in VATS quite a bit. And when you're using that, you're going to be, you're going to basically never run out of VATS with this thing. Less cost, action points with each kill, murdering multiple things in the one explosion. Don't get me wrong, Juggernauts is not the best thing to be on there, but this isn't one of your standard explosive weapons where you have one shot. This usually has about 6 off the top of my head in this clip. Either way, decent little gun. I'm actually not too unhappy with that. Next up, Exterminator's compound bow. Bashing damage, reduce weight. Yeah, that's Scrip. Definitely Scrip. This is also Scrip. Assassin's Correlator. Damage while aiming, stealth. No, Scrip. Pardon me, Nocturnal Minigun. Limb damage, resistance while reloading. It's Nocturnal, I'm not a big fan of it in comparison to other things. Limb damage is and damage resistance while reloading. I'm going to Scrip that. There's no redeeming features on it. Executioner's harpoon gun. Faster fire rate, damage resistance while aiming. Well, Executioners and faster fire rate are two very good effects in tandem. On a harpoon gun, I am not impressed. Please don't be one of those nights. Mutant stub-nosed 44 pistol. Faster fire rate, 50% faster reload. Now, I've said this in the past, mutants is not a bad effect. Everybody tends to have at least 4 mutations. So this is a pretty good kind of starting weapon for a pistol build. So yeah, I'm actually not too upset about that as well. I'm quite frequently getting weapons like this, so you know, I kind of have to look on the bright side of it. Mutants isn't a bad effect. Okay, 2-shot snub-nosed pistol, bashing damage, resistance while aiming. This is a relatively bad one. Bashing damage has no place here, and the resistance while aiming with this type of gun, you're not really going to be aiming when you're using a 2-shot weapon. Otherwise, it's going to go firing off in different directions. Sad face. Very sad face. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's Ghoul Slayer Fixer. Ghoul Slayer, replenish action points with each kill, VATS action point cost. If this had any of the decent effects in that start point, this actually would have been a pretty awesome little weapon. Because it's Ghoul Slayer, it's absolute dumpster fire trash, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Ghoul Slayer's missile launcher, VATS hit chance, critical meter for 50. No, there's no point talking about it because it's awful. Troubleshooter's gamma gun, bashing damage, damage resistance while reloading. Stop giving me bashing damage, you son of a... Troubleshooters doesn't help either. We're halfway through. Mutant snub-nosed pistol, damage while aiming, VATS action point cost. Why is it giving me a very similar weapon to the other one? I mean, for all the reasons the other one was okay, this is also okay. The damage while aiming isn't as usable, but you know, it's not the worst weapon in the world, and it upsets me so damn much. Ooh, here's a good one. Executioner's short handmade. Bullets explode for area damage, 1 agility. Executioner is a very good effect. The explosive change and the explosive change that is coming make this a very, very effective weapon. Now, it's not a god roll, it doesn't have that last slot being filled with reload speed or something VATS based. But at the same time, they aren't exactly the most necessary effects. The first 2 effects actually make this weapon fantastic, and I'm more than happy with it. More than happy. Hunter's short laser pistol. No. No. None of the effects on there are good. None of them. Not a damn one. No. Goremon's Minigun. Replenish action points with each kill, 90% reduced weight. Now, I would argue that this is a form of God roll. Now, bear with me with that. Goremon's is a decent damaging effect. Reduced weight is always good on a heavy weapon like this, especially if you're not using bare arms in your build. And replenish action points with each kill. That is actually really low-key very good in a power armor build. And I've said this before when it comes to this type of weapon. The reason it's good is because you can use dodgy, and dodgy then increases your damage mitigation. So if you're killing a load of small enemies with this, you're going to be getting damage mitigation points, basically. That's what your action points, as far as I'm concerned, are with this type of thing is. I could slam a... what's it called? A shredder on here, and this would enable me to be really tanky. Don't get me wrong, if it was vampires, I would dare say it was a very, very amazing effect, and people would argue the bashing damage thing in the middle, but I think replenish action points with each kill is better than people give it credit for. I really do. Don't get me wrong, against Earl or the Queen, not so much, but I actually really like this weapon. I'm actually quite happy with it. People might argue. People usually argue. Forget if that's Stalkers or the other one. Stalker, like, let's just say Stalkers, because I don't care. Bashing damage, resistance, no, that fixer is getting Scrip. I've got two fixers tonight, both getting Scrip. Goremon's Pipe Pistol, replenish action points with each kill, 90% reduce weight. This one is the exact same roll as that minigun, and it's good for the exact same reasons. I'm actually quite happy with this. I'm not upset at all. Really strange, I'm getting a Goremon's night. The game wants me to make more Goremon's videos. No. No, it's a ball bag gun. Juggernauts Pipe Pistol. 55 damage while aiming, VATS action point. No, I'm not going to be using this. It's getting Scrip. It's going to get Scrip before the fixers. That's how much I hate it. Goremon's Short Gamma Gun, bashing damage, VATS critical meter. Bashing damage is bad on this. This would have been actually quite good on the minigun. I hate it. I'm gonna... it's just not a good version of this weapon. No, I'm not gonna beat round the bush. Now, arguably, this one's okay. Quad Cryolator with faster reload is actually okay in the sense that this will be very good at keeping the Queen in place, because I have the ability to freeze her in place for longer and reload faster, and then freeze her in place for longer. So, low-key okay. Middle effect, not so much. Faster fire rate, maybe not the best. Damage while aiming, probably a better use of it, or... either way, for what a Cryolator is and what a Cryolator should be used for, it's kind of okay. Okay is the key word. Not good. Just okay for what it is. And last but not least, a God Roll combat rifle. Juggernauts, faster fire rate, faster reload. I actually have quite a few things to choose from tonight. I am very, very happy. It started off really bad. We've had some awful things show up for no reason. But overall, actually quite a good night. So, for my first pick tonight, I'm going to go for the Mutant Snub-Nosed Pistol. Now, this is a Mutant's God Roll. You have Mutant's effect, which is 25 extra damage once you've got all the mutations on there, faster fire rate, and faster reload, which means this gun is going to be firing out bullets quite well. And if you've used little pistols like this in general, they do hit relatively hard. And for a starting off pistol build, this is definitely a little winner. I love pistols, and I think this definitely is a good little gun. Now, while not being a god roll like the previous weapon, it does have more kind of endgame utility. Executioners is a very slept on effect that does a lot of damage, and unless they have fixed it, it is multiplicative with its damage, not additive, which does make it incredibly powerful. Then when you add all the fixes and changes to explosion damage, this could be a very, very, very deadly weapon. I absolutely love handmaids. I pretty much like them a lot more than I do fixers. They're a lot cooler looking, and the skins you get for them are pretty awesome as well. So yeah, Executioner's Fixer. I want to test it on Earl at some point. And last but not least, the top bit. The Juggernauts short combat rifle. Now, I have a full health stealthy build, so this does work really well with it. Faster fire rate, faster reload. This thing is going to be pumping out bullets like it's going out of fashion. Overall, combat rifles are not usually... what's the word? Given the credit they deserve, they are the equivalent of fixers, and I forget what way round. They either have more damage or better fire rate, or it's something like that. Whatever the fixer is less at in this is higher than. So yeah, combat rifles still have a place in the game, it's just people don't tend to use them. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel in a different way, there are our relevant links down below, such as Coffee, our Teespring. There's also YouTube members and super thanks, which help support me directly. And yeah, let's thank our YouTube members. We have our Chosen Undead members, which are Golty, Theophane Gaming, Bubba Doodle Mom, Scott S, and then our Dad's Army members, Wyatt Blackburn, Ballers, me, Colin G, Peggy McKnight, Matasbo, Devilman Games, Marcus Carrasco, Ranger McSpriddle, Anxiety Ragers, Twice Baked Spuds, Numpty, and Sickle Man. Big thanks to all of you. It is really helping me out in terms of the channel and everything, and I appreciate every single one of you. So, yeah, today's video, there's a lot more than what the picks were. I have more stuff this week than I've had in the past couple of weeks, I think. It's hard to remember. I film these videos so far in advance these days. Either way, I definitely got some stuff to test out, and I'm pretty damn happy with it. But with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.